You need to do a picture. Nope. Oh, I just got a notification.
That I'm live?
Yeah.
All right. I'm so thirsty. I need to watch my angles here. Hello, Periscopers. This is not the most flattering angle.
It's all good. I look short next to you in this little chair.
I know. This is my daughter.
Hi, Mom.
I want them to be able to see you. So, scooch in with me.
There you go.
Hello, vlog. Okay, we'll just give you guys a moment to hop into the Zoom room or into Periscope.
Hello.
Hey, who's that coming tonight?
Oh, I'm not even reading.
I didn't
Sorry,
read
it's
it.
hard to read all the... So on Zoom, they can't see the chat then?
No.
Because they don't see your computer, huh? You don't screen share.
So we have, no, I don't. We have, or we have people
or you're on
all.
it. Gotcha. I've never done the two together, so.
Hey, Bex. Bex is one of my builders.
I'm excited
that
for
frontline
too. I'm excited to kind of meet your team
Kinda cool.
and everything.
Yeah, so, okay, why don't we get started? We have about 70 people in Periscope right now in the Zoom room. Welcome to weekly Q&A, Wednesday Q&A. And this is something that I've been doing weekly now for about a month. We'll continue doing it as an opportunity to just connect and hang out and have coffee and ask questions. And we hang out here for about 30 minutes. So generally this Q&A attracts people on my wellness team, people on other teams in doTERRA, and people just with a general curiosity about natural health and ways to support that. So this week I am honored to have one of my business buds and sisters staying with me, and she has flown in from San Diego. And I'll have you give them all of your channels to find you in a moment. But Danielle is actually doing a special training tonight, a sold-out training here in London, Ontario, on mastering your psyche and you know, touching on natural ways to do that and to really move into a higher state of belief and accomplish whatever you want in life. And she is touching a little bit on essential oils tonight and the brain. And she is not on my team. She's a blue diamond in doTERRA. We're like laterals in
cousins.
the family. Yeah. So we're excited to get started. And I do have, oh, Robin, I think you're the only one now in the Zoom room. So, hey. So basically the way that I like to roll this Q&A.
I'm trying to read the
Yeah, you know what? I usually don't have anyone else here with me, so that's great. You can keep on you know, I'm going to give you the notepad.
Oh, thanks.
Why not?
Subscribe.
Yeah. I love my legal notepad. Give me some hearts if you love legal notepads. I think it's the best thing ever. Every day I start off with a fresh sheet.
I do prefer writing.
Yeah, I love it.
Ah, look at
Yes,
got one.
I know. In Lakesh. We are one in the same.
So the Zoom, you tell them your Zoom room.
Zoom room is a bit.ly/HF Zoom room if you prefer to hop into the Zoom room, but really you don't need to. If you're on Periscope, we're good to go. So hey Jenny, so let's get started. I'm Ange Peters, founder of Hol Fit.
I'm Danielle Daniel, and I'm founder of Essential Psychology.
Yeah, from San Diego. So we have her in the room today. So I would love to invite you guys to consider questions today about mindset and your belief in yourself and using natural approaches. A lot of people saying hello.
Yeah. Hello,
love you.
Hello everybody. We're both blue diamond. Oh, sorry, she's male presidential diamond. I'm blue diamond in doTERRA. I'm used to saying my blue diamond buddy.
Aww, very soon. Hey, Chris. Okay, so let's get started. So the way we'll work this, actually, I'll give Danielle a fresh sheet of paper.
Not
and
hangman.
Oh, that was a placement tree. I was doing an example for somebody else.
Hangman.
Yeah, it does.
It's weird to look there, but I actually have to look there for everybody to see. I'm looking at them.
This is a challenge for us for really focusing.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is basically take 10 questions today. And first question, that helping someone who is not motivated get motivated. A lot of what you're talking about. I have turned location settings off. I would love if you guys can help me with monitoring some of these trolls. Thank you, Jenna. Hey, girl. Finding builders, question number 2. So if you want to write these down. Question 1 about mindset. Question 2 about finding builders.
Motivation, it said. And then number 2 was what?
Finding builders
yes.
in your
Good
business.
Question. 3.
Sarah asked, what do you say about the crazy U.S. exchange for oil buying and building here? So I'll take that one.
Yeah.
U.S. exchange.
U.S. exchange.
Y'all don't have to deal with that.
No, we don't.
Can I take Lifelong Vitality Pack while breastfeeding? I'll answer that one too.
Okay.
And please try your best to keep your questions compliant. I see some things coming in asking for treatments using oils. We won't be able to address those.
We can talk about uplifting mood.
Uplifting mood, okay. That one's for you, Ange. I just missed one.
That's hard to catch.
With the new Canadian launch of doTERRA, does that mean distribution here and Canadian dollar prices?
So we could put that in number 3. New launch.
Hey, Megan, I don't know much more than what has been communicated about Canadian launches. Balancing life and business. This question comes up every week.
Yeah, it's so true. I still am like, how do I balance? Use the Balance Essential Oil.
What kind of info do you give new enrollments, welcome emails, etc.?
Okay, new enrollments. Yeah.
Hi, Mary. Mary's wondering about structuring, helping a new builder get started.
Okay, that's new enrollments, new builders. Okay.
Jenna asked, when should you let go of a builder?
Ooh, that's a hard one. When to let go.
Robin asked, what's your redirect to pyramid scheme comments?
Oh.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's 10.
Okay, so we've got 10 questions. Let's roll through these, and feel free to ask your question to the group if we're not addressing it today. We have a lot of leaders on Periscope, for example. We have 125 people, many of which are leaders. So I'd love for you guys to add value as well to the group today. That'd be awesome. Let's take question number 1. Over to you, Danielle. Mindset and motivation.
Oh, mindset and motivation. So if you're coming to my event tonight here, you will learn all about it, but there's a couple, so I'll do a little brief, and I also have an online webinar where you can go into detail with me. So there's a couple different parts of the brain that actually help with motivation, but it's really rooted in your emotional centers of the brain. So with that being said, we have these core sets of belief that guide us in all of our decisions every single day. So that would be, oh, that's a good question. What do I do? I should probably start with that. So those core set beliefs are really how you change that mindset and your motivation. And there are oils I use for motivation. So let me give you my background. So I am a licensed mental health clinician. I have a master's degree in social work from San Diego State. And then I'm doing my doctorate in clinical psychology, and I'm a businesswoman. So I always call myself a blue diamond, savvy businesswoman. Someday it'll be presidential diamond. So anyway, that's kind of my background with the whole mindset, anything with the brain. I love studying the brain. So that's what I would say for mindset and motivation. The first thing is, like, a quote I always say is, what you believe is what you perceive. So if you believe you can succeed, then you will perceive all those things in the environment where you do succeed. If you believe you don't succeed, then guess what? You will perceive all those things in the environment where you don't. So it's really just, it gives you a skewed view depending on what you believe. So it's one thing we work on is setting in my training is looking at those mindsets that are hindering to you, and I call them flip-flopping them. So we flip-flop statements into things that are actually true and actually achievable for you to be successful. So I'll give you a little bit of oils on motivation. So doTERRA, as you know, has a motivational blend, which I absolutely love. Citruses.
I keep it on my desk. I love it. It's my favorite.
That's a great one. Citruses are very motivational because they're invigorating. Oh, thank you. Look at this. I'm getting treatment
so good
here.
On the temples.
You didn't give me a foot rub last night, but you're giving me some right now?
No, I don't like feet.
I'm just kidding. Me neither. So, motivation, great one, honestly. And then I also feel like citruses can be very motivational, but here's the key to it. It's really about balancing your emotions so that you can feel motivated. So if you're feeling maybe down, you would want some oils that help uplift you so that you feel motivated. And if you're feeling like you're angry or being, holding a grudge, then you would want oils that help that. So I'm going to go into ones that uplift mood, but I can go into other ones that help ground you, which are going to be any tree oil, vetiver, wood, cedar wood, sandalwood. Those are kind of like your real grounding. And lang lang. I always like lang lang's very grounding. So anyway, hope that answers enough.
Yeah, I'm going to have all of my oils there tonight. So we'll be doing some diffusers.
I can tell you my training, if you're on my Facebook page, you can actually, or you can go to the flipflopmindset.com and that you can sign up for my training on there. or Facebook, I'm do hashtag holistic psych.
Awesome.
You can find the training on there online.
Do you like the blend I'm diffusing right now?
I do.
It's Arbor Vitae and Bergamot.
Oh, nice.
Citrus and tree. I love it.
Yeah. Arbor Vitae is another grounding, motivational blend.
So we can both probably speak to the next question, which is about how to find builders. And I think I did address this question perhaps last week. I think it came up. But I really feel I'd like to encourage you to switch out the word finding and place use attracting. Because what I really believe is that we draw people to our business based on who we are today and how we're living our life. So one of the things I'd encourage you to do if you feel blocked is make a list of the qualities that you would love to attract into your business, what your ideal business builder would embody. And once you have this list of qualities, ask yourself...
Don't allow.
Ask yourself, how many of those qualities do you embody? Because you really want to put yourself into more of an alignment with who you're wanting to bring into your business. And so if you find you're not bringing in the right kinds of people, there may be an opportunity for you to develop yourself to move into a different direction in your own life so you're attracting those people. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Really, it's about how we're living is what we attract.
Yeah, so what I always say is, like your business success is a personal development path with a compensation plan, because you really can succeed when you personally develop. That's how you attract those builders.
And that's what, for those of you on our doTERRA team, for example, on Danielle's team or wherever, this opportunity is that. It is a personal development journey that just happens to be a business. And you'll see that in doTERRA, often for those that are growing a business in doTERRA, you grow through ranks, right? And often to hit that next rank, it requires you to move into another level of yourself, to develop yourself more, to go to that rank. It's not just it's not just about teaching classes all the time and helping people get started. It's really about yourself and how you're developing as a person.
Yeah. And then the other thing, kind of when you're looking at attracting builders, putting yourself in situations where you can. I remember when I first started with doTERRA, I'm on Kirsten Kirschbaum, if you guys know her. I'm on her front line. And I remember thinking, I want to do this. I love doing this business, empowering people to natural health. And I was like, I want to quit right now. Of course, financially I wasn't able to, but I remember her and Melina both said something to me that's always stuck with me that I say to my builders. And they said, it's actually better that you're spending time there because it expands your network. So looking for ways to expand your network. I do stuff on meetup groups. I do local stuff at my little organic market now, but before it was my job. I would, go visit people in the counseling office. I worked at a high school. I was a crisis counselor there. And I'd go visit people. I'd go visit the nurses. I'd visit the athletic department, see how they're doing. I always had oils on hand, because someone is going to say, hey, I need something to boost my immune system. I'll be like, oh, well, guess what? So expanding your network just by being prepared and sharing, and then approaching the subject of the business as well.
Yeah, and a real easy way to keep yourself developing so you are attracting people to your business as opposed to having to find them is every time you do something, whether it's teaching a class or leading a call or meeting someone for coffee to chat about oils or whatever it is, pause and ask yourself after that class or experience, just ask yourself, what would I do a little different next time? So you're always sharpening your tools, you're always refining, and that is the most amazing part about this business is that, yes, you will, it's kind of like, rinse and repeat all the time. You're doing a lot of the same things, but you grow if you ask yourself those questions and kind of journal what went great, what didn't go so great, what would I like to do a little bit better next time, and then find somebody who's doing it really well in that area and ask for some help. Seek that mentorship or surround yourself with people who are doing it well. For example, if you feel like when you're teaching classes, you can't close confidently in your classes, or you're not maybe feeling confident talking about the business, let's say, if you're looking for business builders, time for you to get out to some classes and see how other people are closing their classes and really spend time developing that confidence.
Yeah, the other thing that's helped me, this is probably the last thing I would add to this for me, is having my a business story, but also what do you do for work story, like a mission statement. And so when people say, well, what do? And you say, well, I'm a, and then ... So I usually say I help powerful, influential women achieve more success in their business through integrating holistic wellness and essential oils. So something like that is like an example of a mission statement. And then people are like, really? Tell me more about that. So creating some type of powerful, what do you do for work story that allows people to ask you more, and then you can start that conversation of the business and then attracting new builders.
This is good. And before I move to the last question, somebody, I apologize, I don't remember who just wrote this, but they said, I'm just starting my business and I'm scared. Your fear will never leave you. Your fear will always be with you. There are times when our fear protects us, but really when it comes to business and putting yourself out there, you have to let your why drive you. Your why you're doing this in the first place and who you're wanting to help is what helps you work with that fear. Yeah, you feel it and you lean into it, you do it anyway. It never goes away, and it's a great thing. It serves us. Get used to it. Get used to the excitement of not living a life at a status quo where you don't have fear. That's boring. That's what we're not out to do. Woo! Okay, U.S. exchange Canadian questions. So I'll kind of be quick on this one because this doesn't affect everyone in the group.
Put the other one, I can see the comments if you want. That'll help you.
Oh yeah, great.
Yeah.
There we go. So Canadians, we're very excited. We are launching doTERRA in Canada June 3rd and 4th. We have a massive event which sold out in one day yesterday. And they were unable to find larger venues. So we're hoping to get tickets for those that weren't able to get a ticket. But we are launching officially in Canada June 3rd and 4th. With that is going to come some very exciting changes. We are going to have Canadian warehouses, which at the very start will mean that we can purchase almost all doTERRA essential oils at Canadian price through a Canadian warehouse. So this means we'll get our oils a lot quicker. This means we will know exactly what charge is going to hit our credit cards because we're not buying from the U.S. Good morning, Carly. This is very exciting for us. Now, we won't have all products that doTERRA offers. So personally, what I plan to do and what a lot of the builders on our team are going to do is they will be ordering their oils through the Canadian warehouse and then probably every couple of months place a larger order from the U.S. to get supplements and products and skincare and the On Guard line, all those things that we love. But those things will slowly over time be available through the Canadian warehouse. So we're very excited about it. And actually, Carly, I noticed you just hopped on. Carly's one of our Australian builders. She is very used to this. So maybe, Carly, you could throw up a quick comment on what you personally do, how often you order from the Australian warehouse versus the U.S. warehouse. So I think that addressed the question about pricing as well. So yes, we will have Canadian pricing, but it won't be available on everything. What I'm excited about is when I'm teaching, that's right, Jenna, this is the last month to lock in the 30% LRP earnings, which means if someone enrolls in Canada, this is only for Canadians, if someone enrolls in Canada this month of March and they set up their LRP template for April, they will lock in the 30% earnings for life on all 50V orders going forward, right? Because in the US, you start at 10. No, they didn't even get this promo. doTERRA graciously offered this to Canadians to help with the U.S. exchange. Yeah, hey Shar. So it's an incredible promo, and I know in our team we're like out there busting it, getting on the phone, making sure everyone knows about this because it is super rad and ending soon. So I feel a bit of a pressure.
That is awesome.
So I hope that